Hi friend, welcome to the abstract algebra class. It is class 77. In this class we will prove a theorem which is related to the cyclic group theorem. If a finite group of order n contains an element of order n, then the group is cyclic. We prove that a finite group which is contain n element and also contain an element which is its order is n, then we prove that this kind of group is cyclic. Let G be a finite group of order n, that is order of G is equal to n. That is G contains n distinct element only. When order of an element is equal to n, then that group, that set contains n element. And take it as an element of G such that order of A is equal to n. That is, n is the least positive integer such that a to the power n is equal to e. That is, order of G is equal to order of A is equal to n. Order of the group is equal to the order of the element A. We have to prove that G is a cyclic group. Let H be a cyclic group, a cyclic subgroup of G generated by the element A. That is, H is equal to a to the power r belongs to Z, it is equal to A, the cyclic group which is generated by A. It is the definition of cyclic group. A to the power r belongs to Z, it is subset of G. Since H is equal to cyclic group which is generated by A and order of A is equal to n, order of A is equal to n. This implies order of H is equal to n. H is a cyclic group and generated by A. Order of A is n, then order of H is also n. And order of G, which is given in the statement, is equal to n. This implies order of H is equal to order of G. This implies H is equal to G. H is equal to G. And H is equal to the cyclic group which is generated by A. This implies G also is equal to the cyclic group generated by A. H is equal to G, H is equal to A, cyclic group generated by A. This implies G is equal to cyclic group generated by A. This implies G is a cyclic group. Therefore, we prove that every finite group of order n containing an element of order n is cyclic. Hence, proof of the theorem. Theorem: if a cyclic group G generated by an element A of order n, then a to the power m is a generator of G if and only if GCD MN is equal to 1. That means, this means MN are relatively prime. Every two elements which their GCD is equal to 1, this kind of element are relatively prime. We want to prove this theorem. First, we analyze the theorem here, given that G is a cyclic group. G is a cyclic group generated by an element A. That is, G is equal to the cyclic group which is generated by A. And order of A is equal to n, it is equal to order of G. That is, order of G is equal to n. This implies G contains exactly n distinct element. The element of G is equal to n. So G contains exactly n element, n distinct element. That is, order of A is equal to n. Order of A is equal to n. This implies n is the least positive integer. N is the least positive integers such that a to the power n is equal to e. It is the definition of order of an element. E is an identity element in G. We have to prove that. We have to prove that G is equal to a to the power m if and only if GCD MN is equal to 1. GCD MN is equal to 1. Suppose G is equal to the cyclic group which is generated by element a to the power m. M belongs to Z. Assume that GCD MN is equal to D, D is not equal to 1. Since GCD MN is equal to D, this implies D also divide M, D also divide N. GCD any 2 or 3 element, it divided all element. So GCD MN is equal to D divide M and D divide N. Now we can write a to the power M whole to the power D divide N. It is equal to a to the power M whole to the power N by D, N divided by D. It is equal to a to the power N. We change the plus of N, M and N. A to the power N whole to the power M by D. It is equal to a to the power, we have a to the power N is E, the value of a to the power N. Here we have E to the power M by D. Identity element to the power, every element is equal to itself. So it is equal to E. Therefore, a to the power M whole to the power D divided N, it is equal to E. This implies, this equality is implies order of a to the power M is less than or less than N. This implies order of G, since G is equal to a to the power M, it is a cyclic group which is generated by a to the power M. Therefore, order of this element is equal to order of G. Order of G less than N. This is a contradiction because order of G is equal to N. Therefore, our assumption D is not is equal to 1 is wrong. Here we say that, here we assume that GCD MN is equal to D. D is not equal to 1. Actually, we reach to a contradiction. Therefore, our assumption which D is not is equal to is wrong. Therefore, D is equal to 1. This implies GCD MN is equal to 1. When D is equal to 1. This implies GCD is equal to 1. GCD MN is equal to 1. Therefore, G is equal to the cyclic group a to the power M. This implies GCD MN is equal to 1. Here, G is a cyclic group. If a cyclic group is G be a cyclic group, then the GCD MN is equal to 1. GCD MN is equal to 1. Here, G is equal to a cyclic group. Then we prove that GCD MN is equal to 1. Now conversely, we assume that GCD MN is equal to 1. GCD MN is equal to 1. Then we prove that G is a cyclic group. Suppose GCD MN is equal to 1. That is MN are relatively prime. It means MN are relatively prime. Since MN is equal to 1, GCD MN is equal to 1. This implies there exists element xy belongs to integers z such that mx plus ny is equal to 1. From number theory, we know that if two element is relatively prime, and that means their GCD is equal to 1, then there exists an element xy belongs to integers such that mx plus ny is equal to 1. It is linear relation. In number theory, we have this relation. We have to prove that G is equal to the cyclic group a to the power, the cyclic group generated by a to the power n. Define H as a cyclic group subgroup of G generated by a to the power n m. That is, H is equal to cyclic group a to the power m, cyclic group which is generated by a to the power m, and H is subset of G. It is relation 1. Now let A belongs to G, then A is equal to a to the power 1. It is equal to a to the power. Instead 1 we can write mx plus ny. It is equal to a to the power m into x into a to the power n to y. It is equal to a to the power m into x. It is n to a to the power n whole to the power y. It is equal to a to the power m into x. Instead of e to the power n, we can write e to the power y. It is equal to a to the power m into x. It is equal to a to the power m whole to the power x. Therefore, when A belongs to G, this implies A is equal to a to the power m whole to the power x. This implies A belongs to H. H is equal to a to the power m. Cyclic group a to the power m. Then every element of H can be written as a to the power m. Therefore, A belongs to H. Therefore, G is subset of H. H is subset of G. From equation 1 and 2, we get G is equal to H, it is equal to the cyclic group which is generated by A to the power M. Therefore, G is equal to A to the power M, the cyclic group which is generated by A to the power M. Therefore, G is a cyclic group of an element which is generated by therefore G is a cyclic group which is generated by A to the power M if and only if GCD of MN is equal to 1 or G MN are relatively prime. Hence proof of the theorem. Thank you.